In the car with me now is Marcin Mitchell, the global head for climate strategy and business development for the IFC World Bank. The two are intricately connected.
Yes.
Business and climate.
Absolutely. So IFC sees sustainability and climate as not only an environmental and social issue, but really an investment and business opportunity.
Most of us are living in cities, and many more are going to be living in cities within the next 2 or 3 decades. What are the particular opportunities that you see for business?
Well, IFC has just launched in COP the other day our Creating Markets report on cities. And look, I just happen to have it with me. And what this report tells us is that looking just at emerging markets in the 40 largest cities, there's a $30 trillion investment opportunity in cities to green the cities over the next few years up to 2030. $24 trillion of that is in buildings alone.
What do you see within a short-term horizon as quick wins?
Well, there's so much efficiency potential that's being left on the table. So, for example, in buildings, the IEA report found that only 20% of efficiency gains is being realized, with 80% being left on the table. You can make efficiency in your heating, in your air conditioning, and these type of technology advances have returns of less than a year, for example, but they're still not being done.
The IFC was created specifically to enable people to lift themselves out of poverty and to attain higher living standards. In the current, so to speak, climate, that is a hell of a challenge, isn't it?
What's key for us is to see climate as a development issue, that we can have both. We can have development at the same time that we can reduce our footprint and we can transition to a low carbon economy. Especially these days where the cost of the technologies are coming down. Solar now is competitive, and wind is competitive with some of our traditional fossil fuel technologies. So we just need to think differently about development and managing climate.
The cost of an electron that is generated from photovoltaic has dropped by an absolutely insane amount in the last 10 years. Can you recall that?
Yes, I want to say 90% is my recollection, but don't quote me on it, but it's something in that. Truthfully, what's holding us back now is not the price parity, it's the fact that we don't have regulations.
How challenging is it to work with places that don't have, stable political climates?
Well, obviously, when you have, you're in a fragile or conflicted state, it's going to be much more challenging than if you are in a place that has the opportunity to have peace and stability. But it does not make it impossible. The same principles apply, right? You do still need government support. You still need comfort to businesses. In these cases, the World Bank and the IFC can play, and multilaterals in general, can play a bigger role. We can step in as guarantors of the government.
What's your climate message to the world?
I think is that we must think of climate change not only as a risk, but also as an opportunity, as a business opportunity, and that there is something called climate business. The transition to a low carbon economy can be a productive, innovative, and exciting time for all of us, and a good time for business.
Marcin Mitchell, thank you. It's been a real pleasure.
Great. Thank you.